crafty friends. Happy Saturday and Happy New Year.
We're back.
Happy New Year to you, Whitney. Are you ready?
I am. I'm so ready for 2026.
We're starting it. 2026 is here, and we have so many fun things planned this year. If you tuned in for our sneak peek last week, then you got to get an early look at what our Every Order freebie collection is going to be this year. I know lots of you tuned in for that. If not, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. And today, we are here to give you a sneak peek of our very first release of the year. If you've been hanging around Tailored Expressions for long, then you probably guessed our very first release every year is always Valentine's Day. So it's one of my favorite releases.
I know.
I love Valentine's Day. And a lot of the products are kind of heart themed, and so you can use them throughout the year. Many of them extend past Valentine's Day to weddings and just all year long, sharing the love.
I know.
Yeah.
I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, oh, I love you so much. So this is perfect for me.
Yes. So let's get started.
Yeah, let's show them all the good things.
It's a big release. So grab a cup of something because we're going to be here for just a few minutes chatting through all the latest and greatest goodies. And we have special freebies for you guys too. 100 and 200 plus freebies. So we'll talk about those as well. Should we start with that?
Let's do it.
Let's do the freebies first. So with orders of $100 or more, starting with our Tuesday release at 9 a.m. Central.
9 a.m.
I don't even know what day it is, what time things are.
It's the weird in-between of... Yeah, everything. You're getting back started.
Got to get back in the groove. So, free with orders of $100 or more, starting with our release at 9 a.m. Central on Tuesday, is Mega Messages Love. So, when you place an order for $100 or more, this is free. It includes the die, the word love, that's all connected together, and then you get the backer for that as well. So, you can do some fun things. I have sample, of course, to share with you. And then with orders of $200 or more, you would get the Mega Messages Love plus this adorable stamp called Sweetheart Scribbles.
I'm so excited about
Isn't this one cute?
I love doodly backgrounds.
I do
I'm
too.
Obsessed.
You can stamp them tone on tone. You can stamp them, you can emboss them onto colored cardstock. They make just a great kind of backdrop, and especially a great backdrop for this love word. So popping something large scale over the top for a focal sentiment is what I like to do with these fun backgrounds. And then Jill Hawkins created this card. If you're looking for inspiration to get you going on our TE Maker Challenge, this month's challenge is stamping an image in multiple colors. So you can see
fun.
Jill used that background stamp and she stamped it in 3 different colors. So there's like a light purple, kind of a pinky hue in the middle, and then that darker purple at the bottom, all on that one background stamp. So another fun way to use that stamp. And get you participating in our fan page challenge. We would love that. Okay, let's take a look at our first collection. We have 3 bundles for you for our Valentine release. And this first one is going to look familiar. We are following the theme of our Postmarked collection. So this is Postmarked with Love. You guys loved our Postmarked holidays and, of course, the original from our combo club last year. This one has lots of Valentine-themed items in it. You've got the clinking champagne glasses, a rose coming out of the envelope, 2 hearts overlapping, all the fun things. Oh, there's even a chocolate-dipped strawberry in there.
Adorable.
I love this one over here that says love on the stamp as well. So the layering stencil comes first, and then you can accent it with the Postmarked with Love 3D embossing folder. And, of course, we have our coordinating foilets for this collection as well.
La. Ready to add some sparkle and shine, right?
Yes, add some good sparkle. 3 different designs in there that coordinate with that layering stencil and the embossing folder. Of course, we wanted to give you sentiments to go along with this theme, so we have Postmarked Forever is the name of the stamp set with some fun kind of mail sending themed stamps in it. You've got mail and it's filled with love. I think that one's fun. Your first class, no postage due.
I thought that was so fun.
Our love is postmarked forever. There's
Aw.
sending love, and then some generic Happy Valentine's Day, Be Mine, and hugs and kisses. And then there are coordinating dies for that as well. So as I mentioned, we have bundles available. These 5 products are part of a bundle. You can also pick and choose and purchase them separately as well. So let's take a look at a sample. I am going to have more samples on Tuesday to share with you, but for now I have this adorable sample from Lori Craig using the Postmarked with Love. You can see she used that coordinating postmarked cutting plate. It's a previously released product. So if this is your first time buying the Postmarked collection, make sure you check out the cutting plate that coordinates with all of the Postmarked designs. I think it's fun how she used that Happy Mail mailbox.
I love that too. It goes
Isn't
so
that
perfect
fun?
here. Yes.
That was a release from last year. You can use it on treat boxes and obviously on cards with these little cutout envelopes. So very cute, Lori. All right, let's go to our second collection. We know lots of you love to do what we call happy half sheets, and so we wanted to give you a love-themed option for creating happy half sheet cards. This is called Heart to Heart. It is a stamp and die combo, and you can see that it includes lots of different patterned and different sized hearts so that you can create that all over stamped pattern by stamping these in a different variety of colors. And then of course we created the dies to go with it as well.
I love that.
Isn't that fun? And then when you create your backgrounds, a lot of times you want to be able to pop on a sentiment, either a large scale sentiment or figure out a way to incorporate a smaller sentiment. So we are following the collection of our Mini to Mighty with this Valentine themed set.
Oh,
Isn't that great?
Yes, I love these Mini to Mighty.
Well, you're not the only one. Everybody loved
Really?
our Mini to Mighty at Christmas time.
Yes.
With the Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and Season's Greetings. And so now you have 3 different Valentine themed sentiments, and they come in 3 different sizes. So you have your mini, and then your medium, and then we'll call it your mighty. So the mighty is the largest. It would be a large focal image, almost like an image, but a focal sentiment on your project. And then the very smallest are designed to put on tags. So you get 3 sentiments in 3 sizes in this Mini to Mighty set, along with the coordinating dies. And this is the second bundle then, these 3 products, which you can also purchase separately as well. So let's take a look at a card that Jill Hawkins created. And you will see a video on how to make a happy half sheet with these designs, but Jill stamped and die cut the hearts to show you how you can use them in a different way as well. If you're not patterning your paper with the stamps, you can stamp and cut them out and kind of scatter them across your love-themed cards.
She's so creative with her frames too. I love that.
I know, and she stitches them all together.
Yes.
And this is what we love to call white on white on white on white. So she's got her white card base, her white cutting plate, her white frames, and the way she adds texture to those is just really fun to see how using those cutting plate designs and even embossing folders and frames really gives you that dimensional look without using a lot of colors of cardstock.
And the hearts just pop
They
off
do.
the paper. You're like, ooh.
They do.
It's very cute.
All right, next up is a collection designed by Heather Nichols. I know you guys
Heather.
love what Heather comes up with, and I am super excited about this die set. It's called Chocolate Factory. Kind of like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Yes!
You're going to be Charlie in your craft room creating these chocolates using the little chocolate wrapper dies and then the chocolates themselves that fit perfectly inside the wrappers. And then you have several different options for decorating your chocolates with swirls and sprinkles and little confettis, etc.
I can just see so many little embellishments, me just picking out my little toppings.
Yes, all of our bits and pieces. We've got clay hearts that would look fun on here, even sets of sprinkles. I'm sure glitter drops, while you probably wouldn't eat them, would look fun
So cute, yes.
to decorate. And then we have a chocolate-themed sentiment set. and coordinating dies. This is called Sweet Talk. So these sentiments were designed specifically to go with the chocolates. I like you a chocolate.
Cute.
I love you more than chocolate. Life is like a box of chocolates. I'll always choose you.
I love that one, especially for making a box of chocolates. Because you know how you sit over the chocolates and you're like, which one?
I do love a box of chocolates and the little diagram that they give you, and you try to guess, like, which one's the caramel. That's the one I'm always trying to guess.
And then you always bite into the one and you're like, nope, this wasn't it.
Nope,
it lied.
This was the cherry goo. I didn't want the cherry goo.
I regret this decision.
Yes, so you'll be making your own paper box of chocolates, and I have a sample here to show you from Sue. Sue loves to get creative with decorating tiny little things, and so this was right up her alley. She created a heart-shaped box of chocolates, and each of those chocolates is accented with the crystal glaze. So you can see it's glossy over the top of that paper. It makes it look really like a chocolate. So again, with an embossing folder, she's got our rotating sprinkles in the background on that lighter pink piece. And then one of the sentiments, "You are so sweet," from that sentiment set. Now, if you're gifting a box of chocolates, you might want a coordinating tag. So that is what Sue has here. It says, "I love you more than chocolate."
Oh,
look at that cute tassel she created. I love when she does this with our fringe die to create a little tassel that hangs off of the bottom of the tag. And then kind of fun too, she stamped our champagne foil cardstock with StazOn ink.
Oh, wow. I was wondering how she got that to stay on there.
Yes.
It looks so good.
Super fun. I love how she also took and kind of curled the edges of this wrapper up, because you know, when you get a piece of chocolate, the wrapper's kind of curled around it. So she just curled that edge up and made it look more realistic.
It's the tiny things that make us excited, right?
It is. Okay, let's talk about our next collection.
Oh, man.
I know, this one's going to be fun. It's brand new.
Trying to hold my eek back.
We are calling this Design Duo. So sometimes, for certain occasions and certain themes, you don't want an entire quad stencil. And so we have introduced here what we're calling Design Duo. So this is basically half of a quad stencil. You get two sides, and it works perfectly in this instance with our simple tags. We wanted to give you some options for creating tags using our simple tags die that cuts out all four of the pieces, or the artwork pieces, in each side. You cut those out with the die and you get 4 different tags. So super fun way to do tagging with this kind of smaller scale, less expensive Design Duo die set, or stencil set. And then we also have our Foilet simple tags for Valentine, and those are designed to coordinate with the stencil as well. So you can add those foiled accents to your tag designs easily.
I love the imagery here. The X and O and the heart balloons are so playful, and then you get this lovely rose one.
Oh, I know, the rose is
and it's
pretty.
Just so long, and
the hearts floating in the clouds. Erin did a great job designing this stencil. So another fun layering stencil for the purpose of creating tags. Let's take a look at a couple of the things that are designed. I think you said Jill made these.
Oh, this is Lori.
Lori made these, and so she combined the foilet with the stencil to create these 2 tag designs. So she shows the largest tag from that simple tag set. So this is one from each side of the stencil. Fun way to package up a little bit of treat with your tags.
And this one does coordinate with our Simple Tags die and the Simple Tags backer. So works great to kind of continue on that collection. I love that too. And she used the Mini to Mighty, I'm just noticing, in those 2.
Yep.
To kind of stamp a little sentiment on there.
There's Mini to Mighty on there.
It works so great. I love that.
And I'm glad you pointed out the backer as well. So the Simple Tags die cuts out the designs from the stencil or the foilet, whichever you're using. And then you can use the backer die to add a little bit more sturdiness to your tags, give it a layer of color or pop or contrast behind your stencil designs if you want. So both of those products have been previously released in our collection, and they go with our new Design Duo Simple Tags Valentine products.
Cute!
We also, one of my favorite things to do for Valentine's Day is to create treat packaging. So we have a new treat box for you guys that's going to be fun to explore all year long. This is called Giftables Petite Parcel.
I love that name. Petite Parcel.
Anything petite.
Just a little petite parcel.
Yes, I still remember shopping, asking Mom why we never got to go in the petite section.
Oh, yes?
Turns out
It's 'cause you're tall.
Yes, because you're tall. Yep. So I've always loved that word petite, and I've never been described as petite. So, so this is your petite parcel, and you actually cut this piece twice and adhere it together to get all four sides of the box. And then the top ties together with string or ribbon or however you want to kind of join those pieces together. I do have some fun samples here.
Oh, I love the way these look too with the Design Duo tags.
So Lori created these, and they include the smallest tags from that Design Duo set. So you're getting a look at what those look like, foiled and blended. And then here's that adorable petite parcel. And it is stenciled with one of our Take Two stencils on this one. And
that's actually from Design Duo.
Oh, it is.
The rose from there, yes.
So cute. And then here's another third one in our new popsicle color.
Ooh la la!
Really,
I love
really
that
cute.
color.
So I know Sue,
especially for Valentine's Day. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I got to get the popsicle out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Sue created one of these, so I might have said wrong. But Sue and Lori tag teamed for this adorable set of little gift bags, and you can put lots of different things in here. So it would fit a good amount of wrapped candy, little gifts, a set of earrings, or some kind of jewelry would be fun to package up in there as well.
Taylor always knows this. When we're designing a new like treat box or something, I'm like, how much candy can we fit in there? Because I like a good amount of candy.
Right, but not too much. Because,
not too much?
Yeah, if you're filling a giant container with M&Ms, that feels a little bit
this is perfect
extra.
For
so this
me.
is perfect. Even if you wanted to fill it with M&Ms, it's not too much. I was going to see here if I can get an idea of, it's about 2 inches. So 2-inch square on each side of that. That would be a 2-inch cube.
I like it.
So there you have Petite Parcel. Let's talk about some of the basics that you'll see in this release. So you saw with the card that Sue designed, we have a new set of stacklets. These are called full heart stacklets, and then the coordinating petite scallop full heart stacklets. Now these are big die sets, and the reason for that is we have seen many of you really enjoying the 5x7 size, so we wanted to give you hearts appropriate for larger cards like this one that's 5x7, but as you get smaller and smaller, these maybe 4 inner sizes would be great for your A2 cards. And also, you can use some of the bigger hearts on an A2 card and just kind of place them off the edge like Jill did
that was so
on
cute.
this one.
I like that.
I do think it's super fun. And there's what that same size heart looks like on a 5x7 card.
And I love the petite scallop. It makes my heart swoon. When I see it together, I'm just like, these were meant to be.
I know. They do look really cute together. Petite scallop is something we've had in our collection for a long time, and it just seems appropriate when we have a new set of stacklets. We usually want the petite scallops for them.
We do.
So here they are. You don't even have to ask in a future Pick Your Pairings release. You just get the petite scallops right now. And then last but not least, these 2 items were previously released. They were offered to our virtual Stamp Joy attendees this fall, along with our in-person attendees. This is the A2 large scallop stacklets and A7 large scallop stacklets. So the A7 is sized for 5x7 cards, and of course the A2 is sized for our normal A2 size cards. And then we did have a couple samples using this. So Lori's sample uses the A2 version, and then Jill's sample, she cut out that cutting plate design using that same A2 die. we've been using these for a few months now, so you've probably seen some of the A7 popping in there. We were just ready, chomping at the bit to get these out into our collection so that we can be using them and sharing them. I just love that really large scallop.
I do too. It's very whimsical.
All right. Did we do it?
We did it.
Okay.
Woo-hoo!
Well, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, everybody. Let's come back and tie things up. So that's our Valentine release, our very first release of 2026.
Whoop, whoop.
Everything will be available on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time. And then I hope you'll join me as I get crafty with these new products at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. So hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.